Hey, I was scanning the holonet and just lost track of time. Where is everybody? It's so quiet. I thought for a second I'd gotten on the wrong ship.
Sounds about perfect, doesn't it?
You might be onto something there. You know, I could get used to this. Peace, quiet, total lack of galt. It's strange. I haven't always known you. It just doesn't seem possible. It's gotten hard to remember what life was like before we met.
Must have been pretty bad. Better not think about it, really.
Yeah, pretty traumatic, all the years I spent without your ego. I love you, you know. You probably guessed that already.
You want me to say it for you? I love you.
Man, I wish I'd gotten a holo recording of that.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think you want to get married?
If you're asking, 10. If it's galt, negative 50. Friendly.
Let's get on with this, bounty hunter. I've troops to deploy. Darth Tormund demands that I dispatch you to capture Chairman Harlan Fane of the Corellian Corporate Council.
What's Tormund's interest in a corporate fat cat?
Harlan Fane is the face of the Corporate Council. His presence at the treaty signing is vital to Darth Tormund's plans. Fane and the other representatives have locked themselves up in their council tower in defiance of Imperial rule. His exact location isn't known, but it is likely that he and the other senior representatives are holed up in the tower's upper executive offices.
I imagine there's more than a few locked doors involved.
Weapon emplacements, prototype droids, and a private security force of ex-military contractors armed with the best equipment money can't buy. Resistance will be heavy, but the Council Tower has several structural weaknesses we can exploit. The only thing stopping you from accessing the tower through the main lobby is sheer manpower.
I'll expect a warm welcome.
You'll have their undivided attention. I hope you're prepared for it. The executive suites have a private lift that will bypass most of the intervening levels. It'll require an access key used by senior staff. Also, unless you'd like to be trapped inside a lift shaft, you'll need to attack the tower's security center and disable their lift override controls.
If there's nothing else, General, I'd like to get started.
Once those objectives have been completed, you should have a straight shot to the upper levels. And remember, you're to deliver Chairman Fane alive and intact. Dismissed.
Wait.
Sir, they're dangerous.
Guys, I'd let your boss do the talking. Trust me.
I see they're obviously not Imperial soldiers. This is clearly a question of money, not loyalty. Am I right?
Not loyalty. Principle. I always fulfill my contracts.
Well, that helps your image. I understand, but competition is basic business. If your employer isn't concerned about keeping you, you'll always get lowballed. The private sector always needs good talent, and we'll pay you what you're worth. Why collect one paltry bounty when I can pay you a fortune in regular wages?
I'm more the cash-in-hand type.
No head for numbers.
You can still come quietly.
You can't appreciate the opportunity you're throwing away. Show him the door. We can work this out. The Empire can have Corellia. I'll slip off world and retire somewhere in the colonies.
The Empire doesn't want you dead. They want you to surrender.
So this is how it ends. Paraded before the galaxy like a broken animal. I can't stop you. I'll go quietly.
You've obtained Chairman Fane. Good. We proceed on schedule. General, see to the bounty hunter's reward.
Yes, my lord.
Our next objective is to bring Corellia's beasts to heel. You will be the one to break them.
You want an animal handler? Find a circus.
Silence. The Corellians cohabit with a number of species. The most numerous and organized are the Selonians. The Republic needs to see the Selonians accede to the Empire. A representative must be acquired.
There's someone specific you have your eye on?
One particularly tenacious animal leads packs of raiders to undermine our front lines. It will make as good an example as any. General Trow will brief you on the battle plan. When you have the creature, bring it to me in Axial Park.
Planning to take it for a walk?
Do not keep me waiting.
Trying to locate the Selonian raiders in the guts of Coronet City would be almost futile. Instead, you'll target an invaluable Selonian resource and force these raiders to defend it.
What's important enough that they'd risk fighting on our terms?
Selonians rely on a small breeding caste to reproduce. With their future at stake, the Selonians will have no choice but to act. Raid the Selonian warrens under Labor Valley, take your hostages, and hold them at these coordinates.
There's no glory in bullying the weak.
Once you begin pulling the mothers from their dens, even the civilians will attack you with unmitigated ferocity. These shock collars will keep the alien filth in line while you lead them to the ambush coordinates. When your objective is complete, report directly to Darth Tormen in Axial Park. Just follow the sound of destruction.
I'm not the one who should consider surrendering.
This is gonna get ugly.
They can go when we're done. There's only one place scrapping with the Empire gets you. Then, I'm sorry I have to do this. Nothing personal. Your representative, Darth Tormen.
Impressive. For an animal. The trap is nearly set. All that remains is to capture the last figurehead of Corellia's old regime. Corellia's Civil Police Force Commissioner. Somehow Commissioner Carter survived the initial purge of dissenters before Prime Minister Falcone delivered Corellia to us.
I'd have thought Corellia'd be under martial law by now.
CorSec was disbanded, officially. One of the many steps taken to ensure a smooth exchange of power. It failed. Since the purge, Commissioner Carter has rallied the rebellion. The public sees him as the last legitimate voice of the Corellian people. Carter and his CorSec officers are the backbone of the civilian resistance.
CorSec is one thing, but I'm not keen on dragging any more bystanders into this war.
It will not be an issue. CorSec's old headquarters is now a formidable fortress. Our forces are laying siege to it as we speak. Their standing orders are to block off any escape. That is all.
I prefer not having your grunts underfoot.
Contact me when Commissioner Carter is in custody. My troops will cover your exit.
Well, look at you. Waltzing in here like you own the place. Come to finish what they started? Go on and kill me. You'll have 1 million citizens rioting in the streets by sundown.
Huh. Guess I'd be in real trouble if I were here to kill you.
If you aren't out for blood, why are you here?
I'm a bounty hunter. What do you think?
I think you're greedy, amoral scum, here to sell me to the highest bidder. Imperials, I bet. The people you're working for, they aren't spice runners or thugs looking for a quick fortune. They're despots. Do this and you'll force billions of people to bow before the Sith. Is the Empire paying you enough to clear your conscience of that?
Better they bow than continue to get caught in the crossfire.
You're a real gentleman. Thanks for the chat. Now I know that what I've been doing is making a difference. Hit him! You got me. Good for you. You want a medal? You and me, this battle, the war, not even a blink in the grand scheme of things. Corellia's been around a lot longer than the Sith's little upstart empire, and it'll be around long after the Empire falls.
I've been to Terrace, Commissioner. The Empire knows how to make a lasting impression.
They wouldn't go that far, would they?
I'm not the one you should ask. Tormund, the Commissioner is secure.
Good. Our forces have control of the Corellian legislature. Deliver Commissioner Carter to the Grand Assembly. Your reward will be waiting. Prepare the Commissioner for the surrender.
My lord.
Your success is noted.
So's your gratitude.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Watch these rebels sign our enemy's death warrant.
Might as well see this through.
Supreme Chancellor Janaris, respected members of the Galactic Senate, the Corellian people have chosen. We will not continue to be held captive by a failed system. I demand that Supreme Chancellor Janaris ratify this treaty and acknowledge Corellia as a sovereign system of the Sith Empire. It was only a matter of time. As Prime Minister for life, let me be the first to welcome you to Imperial Corellia, my lord.
Had you delivered what you promised, you would enjoy a longer reign.
That how you conclude all your business?
When the agreement is not upheld. Now, we wait.
Darth Tormund desires your presence immediately. This way, please.
A large Republic fleet has entered the system. It includes the Founder, Supreme Chancellor Janaris' personal flagship. These reinforcements are attempting to consolidate at the Green Gardens. You know who leads them.
Looks like your plan is working.
Jun Serra seeks to urge Coronet City's Green Jedi out of their enclave and press the attack. When their forces are amassed, the Republic will attempt one last offensive. You have until then to reap your vengeance.
I work at my own pace.
If Seros leads his attack, he will die. I will not surrender ground for your vendetta. Attacking June Seros within his headquarters is the only way to be sure crucial data is in his possession. Dispose of Seros, quietly. No one must know of his demise. Bring his effects to me.